Introducing the all-new Backsaver Swing Hopper Auger Mover. Backsavers have interchangeable parts which allows you easy access to move or swing your augers to fit your harvesting needs. Get yours today at Norwood Sales.
Our weed of the week is Dandelion. It's a simple perennial. It just has a basic root system. It doesn't have rhizomes or anything else. Why is it so tough to kill?
Well, Brent, you're giving us a revelation here. Yeah, it's dandelion. The problem is, it's out here every year because nobody gets it killed correctly. Now, when we look at a lawn, for example, it gets a lot of attention in a lawn. You need to use 2,4-D, but you need to use a high enough rate. I talked to a lot of people that say, I'm disappointed with how 2,4-D did on my dandelion control on my lawn, and I say, what rate did you use? Oh, I don't know. It killed a lot of the other stuff, but it just kind of singed the leaves. Up the rate. That's pretty simple. Yep. How about corn and soybeans?
Use the highest labeled rate. That's what we can legally tell you to do. Use the highest labeled rate with 2,4-D. Okay, let's talk about soybeans first. It starts in the fall. And well, actually going back to lawns, it starts in the fall too. We want you spraying 2,4-D in the fall. And I know you say, oh, my season's done and everything. So what? You're trying to get weed control in the fall right now and leave yourself some residual going into the real early spring. Same exact thing going into corn, soybeans, or wheat. If you've got ground that's had a lot of dandelions, it's not that tough. Just spray now with 2,4-D or Banvel in the fall going into corn or soybeans. You've got enough time if you spray now for the 2,4-D and Banvel to disappear by the time you're seeding the corn and beans in the spring.
The other thing you can do is fall tillage. If you do some tillage, you're going to rip up a lot of that root system. That's pretty effective at getting dandelion under control, but if you can spray them first and kill them root and all, you won't have those surprise pop-ups in the spring.
Okay, so burn down real quickly for soybeans. We're past the first hard killing frost. You cannot use Roundup anymore. We've already talked about 2,4-D and Banvel is the best thing in the fall, but what do you do in the spring?
Well, in the spring with dandelion, again, you can use a high rate of Roundup. Once you've got some good growth out there to go ahead and do it, you can throw some Sencor in. You can use, a number of different burn down type products, but personally I like Roundup the best.
Yep, Roundup at the highest possible labeled rate that you can use. That would be our advice.
I should mention too, don't use 2,4-D or Banvel before you seed your beans. Right. It's too risky, even if you have 2 or 3 weeks.
Yep. Now Banvel would be a good choice before you seed your corn. That's a good way to go, and it's safer than what 2,4-D would be. Post-emerge in soybeans, we just don't have any good options other than Roundup, but in corn we do. Status is really good. I personally think that's the best, other than Roundup.
Well, dandelion is certainly a problem weed across the country. Get it under control this fall so you don't have trouble with it next spring.
That's it for our Weed of the Week, but stay tuned. Iron Talk is coming up next.